Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at the Wave 2 and a few figures from Wave 3 of the original Imaginext dinosaur lineup. Now these guys were massive, just a huge part of my childhood and probably some of the pieces that would actually influence me to collect Jurassic Park and Jurassic World figures. It's one of the first collections that I've completed. If you haven't seen the video before this, I have posted the complete series 1 of these, including the Triceratops, Rex, Brontosaurus, stuff like that. So go watch that if you haven't, and then come see this. This is part 2. So we'll be going over the new species that have been introduced to the lineup, and then how they correlate with the originals, the impact, nostalgia, stuff like that. So let's dive right in. The Wave 2 figures, from what I know, include the Spinosaurus. I think its name's Ripper. We got a Kentrosaurus, Proceratosaurus, the Styracosaurus, the Mammoth, the Smilodon, and this kind of cave rock play set, and that Pteranodon little set, and the Raptor repaint. And then Wave 3 had a bunch of repaints of the Wave 1 and 2 figures, but included some new species such as the Mosasaurus and that massive Pteranodon up there. And I think the caveman got a little Triceratops car, which is cool. So let's start over here with the Mammoth and the Sabertooth. Now, I thought this was very interesting. It gave me a Ice Age vibe, not the time, but the movie actually, because you see we've got Manny, the mammoth, we've got a sloth that comes with, which I would imagine to be Sid, and then we got Diego here. So as a kid, that's what I would imagine this kind of group to be, and the sloth has very human features, kind of reminds me of Chewbacca in a way, but what's really cool about this is you can hang him from trees, which is really nice. But kind of weird because he's really big. But that's pretty cool that we got this sloth that they added with the mammoth, and you can put him in the back. He comes with a cart. Both of which, the Sabertooth and the mammoth, have this hair. That's pretty cool. Later releases of this figure and this one would not come with hair, but rather just plastic, which is kind of sad. We'll do this Pteranodon real quick because it's hard to stand. It has feet to grab things. You can grab like caveman and stuff. When you press the mouth down, the back of the head, it opens and squawks. It makes some noise. And it's got this awkwardly placed trigger that when you squeeze it, its wings fold out. Huge wingspan, really nice flapping motion. And these tips kind of fold, and the fabric in between folds. It comes with a caveman sitting on this kind of seat that's a repaint of the Brontosaurus seat, so that's why I thought I'd include this figure in the lineup, because it has that tie with the original sets. I don't know where the balls come from. I just have some extra balls. I don't know what sets they're from. But anyways, the mammoth comes with a sort of Flintstones-like cart made of trees fastened together and a big stone wheel, and that connects to the back. This kind of reminds me of Ark Survival Evolved, because you got the men riding on the dinosaurs and stuff. But when you press on the back button, it kind of has a ramming motion. The legs are fully articulated, even the ankles have articulation, and it's kind of weird that the guy on the back is, he has this kind of seat made of tusks. He's wearing a mammoth skull, and he's riding a mammoth, so he's like wearing bits of like this mammoth's family, so that's kind of sad, kind of weird. Same with this caveman here. He's got a Smilodon or Sabertooth kind of outfit that you can take off, and it's the same style as this one here, so maybe it's wearing like its cousin's pelt. Very sad. The Smilodon opens and closes its mouth pretty wide. Pretty uncanny, if you ask me, but hey, that's a cool action feature nonetheless. There's some other things that come with these sets. There's a repainted trilobite from the first line. That's pretty cool that they have these species included in the lineup. Here we have the Styracosaurus. Now this guy comes with a similar feature as the Triceratops and a totally new mold. I think the body might be the same, but when you press on the trigger on the tail, the mouth opens, see that? And then closes when it goes back down, so that's pretty cool. and it comes with that thrashing action. The person is, or the caveman rather, on the seat has the seat probably made out of the spines, or that might actually just be the skull of a Styracosaurus, because you see this nose horn looks very similar to that, and they're just riding on it, so that's pretty odd as well. This is a small set, comes with a new revamped Pteranodon compared to the original one, but this one has teeth, and I think it's meant to carry stuff like the sea scorpion in its mouth, because you can see these guys fit like that. So you can have them catching the sea scorpion. You can also have the sea scorpion hold stuff, which is pretty odd. They've actually got 3 areas to hold stuff. So there we go. And the caveman that comes with that Pteranodon has this new pelt. I think it's like an Archaeopteryx pelt. You can see the tail. It's got teeth and lots of feathers. The big Pteranodon that I set down there, I think that one comes with this big nest, which is interchangeable with the rock playset. You can see the where studs would go in. And that's pretty cool. It's got like roots and stuff. Pretty neat. The set in the back is supposed to be like the original TRex Rock, but this one doesn't come with a ball feature, which is kind of sad. I did enjoy the fact that they had that kind of like marble loop type playset sort of vibe to it, but this one has a more comic book style appearance. Usually when I think of cavemen or prehistoric areas in comic books, they have like a purple rock, so this fits in well with this lineup, the more vibrant dinosaurs. This cave here, you can close it by pressing a little red tab off to the side, and there's a little cave entrance for your cavemen to go in. This comes with a fire pit and some red rocks with fossils on them. So you can actually take these red rocks, I'll scoop them all up. They're just basically repaints of the originals from the other rock playset. So they've got the dinosaur head and the ammonite, and you can put these in this rock formation here that kind of like has a lid. You open it, and if you put the caveman right below, or this might be a human, one of them, you press this little red button and it smacks him in the head. Dead. Look at him, he just died. So that was fun to play with as a kid. There's also a feature on this side where you put a tree in this slot, and the tree falls over, kind of like in the original set. But for this set in particular, besides, you know, having purple versions of the rock, this one comes with dead, I can't put that up. These dead, what are these? Not roots, branches. There we go. Wow, I really forgot the word for branches. Okay, so they got these dead, dried branches sticking out instead of lush plants, but they do have these cool vines hanging down the sides that are interchangeable. So those are pretty cool. It also comes with a nest for your Pteranodon, or 2 of them if you get the small set as well. And the set, along with the vibrant purple colors, comes with this very bright green Ceratosaurus, which is a repaint of the original yellow one. So that's pretty neat. Following along with the dinosaurs, we have the Parasaurolophus, very bright colors. This one is similar to the Pachycephalosaurus from the first lineup, with the tail being able to perk up and that head smashing action. The Kentrosaurus is mirroring the Stegosaurus, though instead of a tail that goes side to side, it actually is like a catapult, and you can launch the balls that are from the first set, kind of like the catapult from the Tyrannosaurus Rex set. So you press on the tail and it would launch. I think mine might be broken, and I think it might also make noise. So that's pretty cool. All the same features though as the Stego. It comes with this tiny little repaint of an Eohippus, one of the first horses. I think the para comes with a sea scorpion. There's a repaint of the Deinonychus or raptor, which is pretty cool. Very vibrant colors there, and it comes with a little Archaeopteryx. Now, Wave 3, like I said, was basically just repaints of Wave 1 and 2, but there were some new species, including the Mosasaurus. Now this one's really cool and fun. It has these tires on the bottom that you use to zoom around on the ground, and it opens and closes its mouth. as well as flaps its flippers back and forth, which is kind of odd, but okay, because they kind of, you know, they go down, not like that. But it's kind of styled after original mosasaur depictions way back in the day, so it's got that green color, kind of like an iguana. It's got these kind of notches, node spikes going down its back, and its fluke is more like a, what is it, salamander or something. But it's still got really amazing paint job for that, and it's neat that it follows that kind of classic style, though the mouth and teeth are lacking in paint. The rest of the body really makes up for it, I guess. Now, one of my favorite sets from back then is the Spinosaurus. This guy's styled after more of the T-Rex mold with that chomping action when you hit the back there. It has a cool crest on the head, crest on the back, and one on the chin even. Now this guy is, I'm assuming they plopped it in due to the fame of Jurassic Park 3, 2001, because this set came out around 2004 to 2006. And it comes with a big net because, you know, there's no place for a saddle on this guy. And it comes with this weird caveman style dino human hybrid. Same with the Kentrosaurus. There might have been more, but these guys are quite odd. I think they're meant to be like something out of the Land of the Lost, maybe representing dinosaurs evolving a human form and then maybe being outcompeted by the cavemen because these guys look a lot dumber, or outcompeted by the humans. But yeah, that's very odd that they would include these scaly humanoid dino cavemen, but it gives off more of that Land of the Lost vibe, and I can see how they're really tying in a lot of like the Flintstones and other media from back in the day. So you can see next to a Neanderthal, they share similar features, that sloped forehead, big brow ridge, hefty shoulders, more hunch style. And then when you compare it to the Homo sapiens, the humans are a lot more proportionate to, the shoulders are less wide, they're not as hunched. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Now they've got like 3 humanoids in the toy line. And I would always do fights between Spinosaurus and Tyrannosaurus like in Jurassic Park 3, so maybe that was another design idea between these figures back in the day. The sails are all very nice, floppy plastic, rubbery. The tail can go up and down, and the legs have nice joints as well, so you can rear it up. Now I'm not sure which lineup this guy came from, but it's a caveman car with Triceratops bones and maybe like an Ankylosaurus style tail with a club on the end. So when you move the back tire, this goes back and forth, whips around. You can adjust it however you want. And there's this nice opening door, so you can load up supplies, you can put balls in there, you can even put other cavemen in there, which is really cool. You can get stuff places it fits 2 balls, or however many cavemen you want to stuff in there, all their tools, and it's pretty cool. Definitely a major Flintstones vibe with this one. The front opens, you can see there's windows, the eyes, the nose are windows, but you can see it fits cavemen quite well. In the driver's seat, I'm not sure how it drives actually. There's no steering wheel and no engine. Maybe it gets pushed or pulled. But it's pretty neat that they included this, and it's a very fun addition to the toy line. Gives a little bit more for the caveman to use besides just dinosaur mounts. Since this line is severely lacking in them, I think only the Mammoth and the Styracosaurus have the caveman mount. So basically, this is the way to do a Wave 2. Very little repaints for Wave 2. You see them more in Wave 3. And all new molds, all new species, or at least all new head molds and bodies based off the original dinosaurs. This is why I firmly believe the original Imaginext figures are some of the best toys ever made. The Wave 2, in fact, did not do what most Wave 2 toy lines do and just pump out a bunch of repaints. They actually put the effort in to make all new molds, all new figures, and what's cool is they correlate with the originals. Like I said before, Spinosaurus with the Rex, Stegosaurus, and Kentrosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus para, Styraca and Trike, Brontosaurus, and the Mammoth, Allosaurus, and the Smilodon. and that big set in the back even got its own redo, which is just outstanding. I love it. And they're interchangeable too. So this nostalgic look into the past was quite fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Not as long as my last one, because I'm out in the blazing heat and I'm quite thirsty. If you guys haven't yet, check out my hour-long look at the first lineup where I can ramble about this all day. But I hope this smaller, less time look at these figures was enjoyable, right? Like, I know quite a lot of my audience grew up with these figures in like the early 2000s, and they're just a huge influence on me and many others, which I've seen on Instagram. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, and if you want to see more like it, definitely subscribe. I do lots of videos like this. And if you did grow up with these figures and you had a favorite or any memories you'd like to share, please comment down below. I'd love to hear it all. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.